Today's show, I'm greeting my teeth. I'm so excited. There's only one pickup truck that's going to do that for me right now, and it is the Ranger Raptor. That is right. What is going on, All-Terrain Nation? If you're new to my channel, I'm an auto journalist, and I have a passion for mid-sized trucks. I love mid-sized trucks, and I love to off-road mid-sized trucks. So if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button for me, and if you would, please give me a like on these videos if you like all things mid-sized trucks. So let's get into this. So the 2024 Ranger Raptor is almost here, and along with the Ranger, the whole lineup should be coming out anytime now. And, well, go over to Ranger 6G, and you will see everybody debating this, what they think is going to happen. And there's a couple things about this that I want to show. First off, let's go ahead and bring this article up. And this is Katzbar is his name. So he was one of the lucky people. His friend works for Ford, and Ford does allow people to take the test mules out from time to time. And sometimes fresh set of eyes on these things. They might hear little squeaks or something, little fitment issues. They might see something that normal engineers do not see. So, but as always, I will put a link to this this article below because I like to share where I get my information from if I can. So in the article, it talks about that he has the 5G version of this thing, and well, obviously just a Ranger, but which is you know, he expected it to be a little bit wider suspension, beefier suspension on this Ranger Raptor that he got to play around with, and it has the 3-liter engine in it. And he said, you know, which it appears they might have the same lineup as the Bronco, is a 2.3 and a 2.7, which we're going to get to that in just a minute, but I've told you a long time that's going to be the motor lineup in these trucks. But some highlights that we haven't heard about just yet were this right here: 3-seat memory seating position. Now, if you know me and Kelly, when we look at cars, she has longer legs than me, you know, but I got the looks, right? I'm kidding, of course, but everybody likes a little bit different seating position. And why not two? Why two when you can have 3 seating positions? So our daughter will be driving one of these days, so I'm sure we'll all have different seating positions we like. But that is actually kind of nice to hear. A power rear sliding window in that thing, which is that's a super plus. A lot of the higher end mid-sized trucks still have the old manual back there. You got to reach to get it, or you got your kids to do it. So that's kind of interesting. And we got the old B&O sound system in this thing, and he says it actually sounds amazing. Of course, we know it's going to be an automatic 4-wheel drive. It's going to have hands-free lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and 360 cameras, and self-parking, which we did not try, which that's pretty interesting. The self-parking is probably nothing I would ever use, but I guess if you live into where you've got to, you know, parallel park a lot, that might be cool. I don't know. But he has a few things in this that I kind of wanted to get into. He's right here, this is really surprising to me, that he said the 3.0 felt surprisingly sluggish. He says his friend also drives a Ranger Raptor or a Bronco Raptor on a regular basis and says it feels much faster, which I don't know if that's a tuning issue. Maybe they don't have these things fully cranked up, or maybe this is an EU spec one where it's not necessarily, you know, all the way, though you do see the markers and everything. So I'm going to assume it's the American spec, but that's a little surprising to me because, well, I think this thing should be a little lighter than the Bronco, so I would think it'd be a little bit faster. He says the rear cabin in this thing is similar to outgoing models. We was hoping for a 60-40 split bench or better on the underseat storage, and here's some photos of this. He said in the center console, gear shift surrounding areas looks a little cheaper than the current model. He's just hoping that's just because it's a test vehicle, and the plastic does seem to scratch easy. I will say that the Bronco is similar. I've always, you know, worried that we're going to scratch that up pretty well, and we have it. But as you can see, this thing here, it almost looks like a Rapid Red, but it's not. I believe this is a Hot Chili Pepper Red because they're not shooting Rapid Red at MAP right now. But, you know, you can see it's definitely got the big wide steps, the desert running. Those are made for sand to go through them. The KO2s or KO3s, I can't decide. I believe those are still 2s on this one. But this thing is a desert running beast, as it should be. Now, we'll go through these photos a little bit. The back of this thing, now, it's pretty awesome that that's a powered assist on the window back there, so that's a plus in my book. I'm very happy about that. Of course, it's got the Ranger, you know, the graphics for that, the Ranger stamped in here, and the Raptor badge here, which this is the one thing that does not fit to me. I would have had this stamped in the tailgate. I think your customers would have loved that. Now, obviously, it's a Ranger. They do the same with F150. It still gets this Raptor badging like that, but that's okay. I just feel like for me, it doesn't fit. Obviously, the graphics look the same, but it just doesn't fit the overall build of the vehicle. But we got dual exhaust on this thing. Stuff you're like, Dave, we've all seen all this. And yes, we have. Now, I want to get down here into the 3-liter because this is what he was saying was a little sluggish, and which is mind-boggling to me. But I still have a feeling this thing is going to be pretty fast. Do they want this thing to be as fast as the F-150 Ranger or the F-150 Raptor? No, but that's why it's got the 3 liter in it, and it all counts. That motor in the Bronco is a little beast, so I expect nothing less than that. But as you can see here, you can see the shifter he's talking about. These are similar plastics. The way this looks, this is all similar to the way the Bronco is. So I'm going to assume this is just cheap stuff they're using right now, because this truck will be crushed. I guarantee you, it will crush your heart. This truck will be crushed. But as you can see here, look at that big screen in that thing. It's got the navigation up there that looks really cool. I don't like where necessarily the start stop is. I would have liked to seen it over here, but hey, man, I'll adapt it. It will be okay. But it doesn't have, like the Bronco, and this has the temperature gauges all built in there. That doesn't bother me at all, because you're going to twist this and it's going to pop up here in the screen, so that's no big deal. But having that big navigation like that, that's pretty rad, man. I like that. And we'll get to here a little bit better. Here you can see a little bit better view of what the outside looks like. This was new to me. I didn't realize there was a little dome light in the little area for storage there. That's actually pretty cool. Great idea. Good thinking there. And it looks like there is actually a little dome light in the area for the center console, so you can see your phone. Yeah, you can actually see it there. Nice and bright. You're going to get a USB-C and A there. Electronic parking brake and all that. These are all the goodies. Obviously, these seats. I love these seats. I think they look great, and I expect them to be really nice. But here's one of the new things we have got to see from this is the storage in this. So now, like he mentioned earlier, it's kind of a disappointment. Not a ton of storage back there. You would have thought for a little bit better, wouldn't you? But that's okay. You can see the nice floor mats in this thing. Overall, looks great. And the power outlets back here. Now, if I can order mine how I want it, this is going to be bedline, because I do not want this thing scratched up at all. I'm going to do truck things with it. I'm going to throw stuff in the back of this thing, and I just don't want that thing to, get all scratched up. So this is the key part right here. So this is kind of some of the breaking news of this is this was the tag inside the vehicle, and it talks about the engines. As you can see here, these are ratings on the engines and coding for it. And you got a 2.3 liter, 2.7 liter, and a 3.0 liter engine in that thing. So I think that's pretty evident that the next truck is the Rangers. They're going to get basically the lineup that the Bronco has, and I've said that for a long time, and this kind of confirms my speculations on that's what's going to happen, and that's great for us. The 2.3 still makes over 300 horsepower. That's nice, and it's got pretty good fuel economy. The 2.7 is going to be in your probably your wild track trim. Your if they do an off-road version of it, they'll probably do it that way. And you're going to save that 3.0 for it's only going to be in the Raptor. We do expect that. So, but overall, that's a nice lineup. Now, in Australia, they do get a 3 liter, but it's a single turbo, if I remember right. And I don't expect we're going to get too many complicated engines like that. Simple is better. You've already got that's 3 motor options that map they're going to have to install in either Broncos or Rangers. So, that's pretty cool. But I think this little tag right here confirms their engine choices right there. And I, for one, am super excited by this. So, once again, I want to say thank you for the gentleman here that posted these photos up, because these are pretty awesome that they're doing that. And I can't believe it. I'm just so excited for this thing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. In the comments below, let me know what you think. Are you all excited by this truck as I am? The idea of potentially 400 horsepower in a small truck like this, that is freaking epic. I remember the days of the big full-size trucks breaking 200 horsepower and them thinking, oh, we'll never get too far past that. And now look at us, man. They get 700 horsepower. Man, it's a good time to be alive. So whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, or this Ranger Raptor, you guys know, Allie, number one, I'm going to drive. It's been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.